do you sometimes feel also that you're some kind of bird that is taking too long to fly? Because with humans, it's trickier because you don't actually see your wings. You feel that they exist somewhere, maybe in the other dimension or in some kind of realm that the five senses cannot perceive yet, or will never perceive. Maybe because that's the point of Earth, to be limited to five senses, to learn to navigate a realm with just this limited amount of senses and a soul. So it's harder to believe in a pair of wings that you can only feel. But with birds, it's so much easier because their wings are physical. Like you see a bird, no matter how small they are, or no matter how big they are, even if they are flightless, they can see their wings. They can move according to their wings or their desires. What kind of desires do birds have? Like, one time I was with a friend. We were sitting in a park, and I saw some birds flying by, and I asked her, Anafe, do you sometimes wonder about what kind of things do birds think about? And and then she laughed at me. And then I laughed at her. And then we ended up laughing with each other, because that's what friends do. We laugh at each other. I think that's the very fabric of safety, where you can just feel that you can laugh with the person. Like even when your laugh almost looks like your face is gonna split in half. And you're just gonna become this thoughts now that I unlocked this viewing of the birds. I have so many little birds flying inside my head. And also, yeah, I'm trying to calm them down, because otherwise I will just be stagnant in the idea of birds. And before I walked in here, I also thought of diamonds, because I once saw this video of two people. One, if I remember correctly, this was set in the 70s, and this is a footage inside an event where people bring their jewelries to be, you know, is it called appraised? Or yeah, to find out what the real value of the stone was. and one lady brought a brooch she inherited from the relatives. And the guy who was an expert, he had this, not sure what it's called, like if it's a scientist who's using this instrument, I bet it's called microscope, but for jewelries, I'm not sure what the name of the instrument was. And he was looking at this. He was looking at this and narrating the qualities of the diamond, and the owner was surprised that it was actually real, because apparently she thought that it's just something that resembles a diamond, but it's not really, because it's quite huge and there's a lot of stones in it, and everything was real. And the guy was saying things and narrating stuff, and he said something along the lines of, well, this is how you would actually know that this is real, because it has traces of carbons in it. It has some imperfections. And up until that point, I didn't know that diamonds are carbons put under pressure. So out of curiosity, I googled, do humans and diamonds have common elements? Because humans, they also shine sometimes. Under different kinds of light, under different kinds of circumstances. With the right kind of people, they shine. And also, they are heavily influenced by pressure, like diamonds are. So I googled, do humans and diamonds have elements that they have in common? And the short answer is yes. In different perspectives, in both the scientific perspective and the spiritual perspective. It's so mysterious, don't you think? Being so alive, yet having this common quality with stones. And bodies that aren't even inside the same planet. And before I go, I have another question. They also look at the mirror, like really look, and just what are you?